Hi guys, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Joe.
Today we'll be looking at the Santa Fe.
Yeah, let's go.
So when you stepped in, what's the first thing you noticed?
The car?
Yes.
The center console is high. Okay, so
when you make it sound, is that a negative thing? I don't know whether you are saying it as a negative thing or it's a positive thing.
It's a positive thing for SUV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like this could be because also I like the Defender a lot.
Okay.
So the idea I have is if you want to get into a SUV, right? It has to be a proper SUV. Then you are getting into SUV. Otherwise, the rest are like just compact crossover or don't know whatever terms they have it like.
Yeah.
Like a proper SUV, you know.
SUV. Okay.
And this Santa Fe gives me that feeling.
That's a proper SUV.
Yes, because
compared to your current car.
Compared to my current car, my current car is just like a sedan put on stilts.
Is it?
At least it. I mean, of course, it's not, but it's higher and all. But the interior, everything, it just is like a 3 Series lah.
Yeah. Okay. I think I know what you mean now. Okay, I get it.
So the Santa Fe, to be honest, when I first said it, I love the center console. It sort of like makes you feel like you are the commander of the car. It wraps around you. It's high enough such that
you build a wall like that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So it's very SUV. It's very like it's a Defender. You know, it defends you, that kind of thing. Right. So that's why I like it. That's my first impression.
Okay. The lack of a gear stick.
Oh yeah.
I think because I'm okay. So I'm driving Avante, right? So technically also under Hyundai.
Yeah.
And my car's not that old. My car's like 2 years old.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would assume that the design wouldn't be too far off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very wrong. But honestly speaking, I think that the what you want to call this, a speedometer thing, right?
Yeah.
Is somewhat similar to this.
Okay.
So I gotta give it to them for consistency, but I think that this one they should update lah.
Okay.
Because honestly, I mean it works. It looks good. It looks okay. It looks better than mine obviously, but I could still see some elements of mine there. Okay. Which I think if you have such a nice looking car and it caught so much attention, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's now talking about it because it looks like a Range Rover or whatever nonsense.
Oh yes.
Yeah, right. Everybody's now talking about it.
Yes.
And how its boot looks so damn funny. So the interior, the infotainment system look good.
It looks good. It looks very good.
Yes.
Very seamless, one piece. Yeah. Curved screen. And all.
It's just that the speedometer
and it's bezel-less.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, then coming back is that the first thing I noticed is still the lack of a gear stick.
Yeah. To be honest, I would love a gear stick, but I sort of have accepted that.
I think all the cars are moving towards that.
Yeah, correct. And it makes perfect sense because you free up a lot of space
on the center console.
Yeah, correct. But then you talk about the looks, right?
Yeah.
I think that is the major thing that drew my attention at the beginning.
Okay.
When I first saw it, even before it was launched in Singapore, all the videos and all, because it really looks like a Defender, and I love Defender, that's why. Except the rear. The rear tail lights, to be specific. I don't know why they're placed so low.
So I was watching this YouTube video. I don't know whether maybe you have watched the same one. I don't know what is it lah? Straight pipes or something.
Straight pipes, okay.
So they asked the guy to Photoshop the lights.
Okay.
And honestly, it does look better. But in all fairness, after seeing the car in person, and this is not the first time we saw it, right?
Yeah.
So when I saw it in person, right, honestly speaking, it's not a deal breaker.
Yeah, it's not a deal breaker.
Yes, on photos it looks very glaring and it's very weird to have it in that location and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But then to me, when I see it in person, it's not a deal breaker. It looks okay actually, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
And most of the time, we're not looking at the tail lights.
Correct. So, I mean, I wouldn't, because of the rear view.
Yeah.
Like, how should I say?
Discount.
Not say discount, but what do you call, mark it down. Yeah, because the side view is very good. The side view is very good.
Yeah.
The
It's a well done design.
Yeah. Only if you like SUV.
Yeah.
I think some people may find it a bit boxy and all, but that look actually works for me, so it's perfect.
I think that's one of the design I gotta give it to them. I think, to be honest, I think recent years Hyundai has been coming out with relatively better looking cars. Better looking cars.
Yeah, I agree. So okay, coming back to the first impression when you first get into the car.
Yeah.
The other thing that caught my attention when you close the door.
Okay.
The
sound.
No, the steering wheel column comes down, and the seat actually moves in. So it means when you open the door, actually the steering wheel column moves up and the seat moves back
to give you space.
Yes, it's easier for you to go in.
Right.
I think it's super useful for dads with bellies.
Or pregnant woman.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, or rather generally, it makes it a lot easier to go in and out,
Right.
Especially compared to a sedan.
Right. True.
Yeah,
I
correct.
agree.
And I'm not sure about you, but when I'm on my journey of growing fat, my business wear are still the same, so it gets very tight. So that helps a lot.
Okay.
I think that feature is very good.
Because limited. Your movements are limited, right?
Yeah, so because of that, actually, I've been looking for cars that have electric steering column.
Is yours current not?
No, mine is not. Mine is,
I would assume it was.
No, it's not. Yeah, the C-Class is though, and there was a point in my life I wanted to change to C-Class because of that.
Actually, sorry to say, the Mercedes C-Class, right?
Yeah.
Has had this feature for very long.
Yes.
Because my dad's C-Class has it.
Oh.
And he bought the car in 2008.
Okay. Yeah.
So now that you mention it, then I think back. Yes, actually his one does, but no, the seat as well. So Mercedes did it first, I think.
Correct.
Or at least then lah.
Correct. I know the newer BMWs like the X2 also have this feature.
Even with the steering column?
No, just the seat.
Just the seat.
Yeah, the steering is still.
My seat also.
Okay, so there you go.
Does your seat not move?
No, mine doesn't.
Oh, is it?
So I think it's an easy thing, right? If my seat is electric and I have memory seat, why can't you just program the software to just
which I mean, I'm strike tracking here as well. Which I agree with you. Completely 100% agree with you. There's this one feature that my dad's car has, which is not the Mercedes, another car.
Yeah.
Right. Is when you put your car into drive, it it disengages the handbrake.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Software. When you put into park, it engages the handbrake by itself.
Yeah.
Logical, right?
Yeah.
My car, you put into drive, it disengages the handbrake.
Okay.
When I put into park, it doesn't.
Oh.
So like, why so half-hearted, you know?
Yeah.
So it's also, I agree with you, like, you already have the automated seats. I mean the electronic controlled seats. Why not just include it? Especially seeing that yours is Conti and mine has it.
Yeah, exactly. These are consumer feedback. They should listen. Anyway, the other thing that sort of caught my attention is they have something that no other cars, I've never seen on other cars. A UV sterilization glove.
Oh yeah, where is it? The front there.
The front there, yeah, correct.
That's the one?
Yeah, at the passenger seat, the front top glove box.
How is it?
Yeah.
I because I saw it in the features, but I was thinking like, where is it?
Yeah.
Also, that's the one.
I think it's going to be useful for parents or family with babies. You know why? When the pacifier drop.
Oh, you're loud.
Then you don't know what to do. Say, okay, I washed water already, but then still not sterilized. How?
Yes.
To be honest, I don't know whether it will work.
But to be honest, pacifiers cannot.
Why?
Okay, not cannot. I retract. My pacifiers cannot. My pacifiers needs to be sterilized via steam.
Oh, yours cannot. Mine can.
Or yours is UV.
Because my home sterilization is UV, ma.
Yeah, I mean my home is UV as well, but the pacifier is not suitable for UV.
So you don't put your pacifier into your UV sterilizer, lah?
No. So what I do is it comes with the case, right?
Yeah.
So the case itself says I fill water up to here and then put in the microwave.
Oh, so that's how they microwave?
Really? Microwave.
So that's how you sterilize?
Yeah. So every morning.
Oh, that's interesting.
Fill the water 4 minutes at this kind of power. Let it run.
I didn't know that. Since my first kid until my second one, all along I've been using UV. So
what brand are you using?
Dentista. I'm not trying to promote Dentista, but yeah, Dentista.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, so So that was the other thing that caught my attention.
UV, yes. But I think for families, yes, that's a very good point, to be honest. I think everything else, I mean, like pacifier, because you brought it up.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't.
Yeah.
But everything else, yes. Like maybe sometimes you go out for lunch, and then you're out for the day.
Yeah.
You want to sterilize maybe utensils.
Yeah.
Or bottles or whatever.
I don't know how effective that is, but yes.
But
or teether.
Teether, yes.
Yes.
Teether.
Always drop on the floor.
Always.
Yes, correct. Yeah. So that could be something interesting for families.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing that caught my attention, I don't know if you know, but when you are sitting at the back, right, in the middle, center console, actually the back has a
drawer.
Yes, correct.
I saw the drawer.
Yeah.
Do you know you can access from the front as well?
Yeah, I saw videos of that. I didn't try that just now, but yeah, I thought that the drawer is very useful for my kids' snacks.
Okay, so if let's say you're talking about drawers and talking about the back, I think the other feature that I found that I liked a lot is the rear seat. The back flooring is nearly flat.
Yes, I love that also.
So with kids, you need to move left, right, and center.
Correct.
Having the hump there is not exactly very common.
Yes, correct.
So having it relatively flat or flat,
yeah,
is actually very helpful.
And you know what's the best part of that? The rear seat is damn spacious. So even though it's, I mean, on top of not just being flat, it's also like very spacious front and end wise, you know?
Yeah.
So it's very easy because my shoe size is 11. It's very easy for me to, like what you said, shift from one side to the other. But although I got 2 kids, so I don't really shift that much. No, but yeah, the flat floor actually is very
The flat floor is very good.
Yeah, and coupled with space, very good.
Yeah, and I mean, talking about space, the other one which I think just now I mentioned was the ability to move the passenger seat from the back.
Oh yeah.
So because I have only one kid, not like you,
yes.
so my front seat is usually used to put bags.
Yeah.
Right. And sometimes my wife needs a bit more space because my car's not as big.
Yeah.
So I have to reach over.
Yes.
Not exactly the safest thing and not exactly the most comfortable thing.
Yeah.
But having it on the seat itself is really helpful.
It's very easy to adjust, right?
Yeah.
So to be honest, now even if let's say I do sit at the back, right, and sometimes I need to adjust the front seat, right, I have to stretch my hand all the way to the front. That's what I do. I mean, luckily my hands are long.
It has to be long with the new ERP system.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's another story. The other thing I noticed, they have inbuilt hooks on the back.
They have a lot of inbuilt hooks, which I don't understand.
Yeah. Which is good.
So many. There's 2 on the driver's seat. There's 2 on the passenger seat.
Yeah.
There's like 4. I don't know how many in the boot.
Yeah.
I mean, okay lah. I mean, I sure. How many hooks do you need at one time?
I don't know. Do you use hooks in your car? You don't?
Okay, so this can be a topic by itself.
Okay.
But I'll just go and give it a sneak peek.
Okay.
Right? My wife wanted a hook in the car. I've been against it. I have this car for 2 years.
Okay.
I've been against it because I said there's no bloody point for the hook.
Okay.
Right? And then, I mean, recently I've bought a hook lah.
So is it useful?
Not really. I
Why?
used it twice.
Like you tapao food, you can hang there. You buy your kids snacks, all this in a plastic bag, you can hang there.
Okay, my kids' snacks doesn't really come in plastic bag yet.
Like if you go NTUC and buy and then just buy their snacks only, you can still hang there, right? Where do you put your tapao food?
I don't really tapao food. I only tapao bubble tea.
Okay, then where do you put it?
On the floor.
I see. You will spill.
Wait, seal.
Okay, so
anyway, it's like a sidetrack thing, right? You can do a thing about like what wants and what not in the car, but yes, I agree that hook it does help lah. Sometimes you just want to hang certain stuff. Maybe you want to change diaper in the car. I don't know whether you've done it. My wife has had to do it a few times.
Yes.
When traveling to Malaysia.
Stuck in the jam.
Yeah, stuck in the jam.
Yes.
Right. Then you want to hang a plastic bag as a garbage bin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Yeah. So okay. So anyway, my hook has been with me since my first car.
Oh, this one no.
Okay, so it's been many years. I love it. But anyway, so I thought that was useful. They had this two wireless charging pad, which I thought is a bit overkill. Like I don't really.
Maybe one for passenger, one for.
Yeah.
But right. Yeah, you actually don't need it lah. Actually, I don't really use my wireless charging as well.
Yeah. No, but I like that place is actually very good for putting your handphone and.
yes.
Yeah, and it's rubberized, so it doesn't move about, and it holds very well.
It does hold very
during
well.
The test drive.
I think that's really good. Oh, another thing I just thought of it, of the back seat. You sat where I sat, right? And I told you it reclined, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, if they have kids, right, it can be quite comfortable for a long drive.
It is.
You know, because they're just leaning back and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
It's my bad. Sorry. But yeah, so I it's honestly quite comfortable.
It is.
And it's a lot of space. Legitimately a lot of space.
Yes. So the comfort one, I think I really cannot I totally agree with you. Like, I think the front seat is also very comfortable. There's lumbar support. I don't know if you adjusted that.
Yours didn't. You didn't, right? Did you?
I adjusted, or rather in the showroom.
Are you a showroom? Because the test drive I had to press.
Okay.
And it was very long before I felt it.
Okay.
So I assume you did.
It's very far in. Yeah. So I mean, the previous car that we did was a Tiguan. It has massage. That was perfect.
For
this
you, I don't agree with the massage.
I thought you love it.
No.
Okay,
I say it's distracting.
Okay, it's distracting. So this doesn't have that, but it has lumbar support, so actually it's not so bad. But otherwise, the overall comfort I think is very good.
My car has it.
Oh really? You didn't know? Until now? 2 years?
I think I did. I think I switched it off.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay, yeah. And I think the choice of materials makes it very comfortable as well. Like it's Napa leather throughout.
Okay, since you talk about this, right, I want to just say that, honestly speaking, I've always thought wood in a car is a very old thing.
But this is okay.
Yes,
right?
No, that's
okay, right?
That's what I wanted to say. I always thought it's like an old person will want wood, like, you know, like how an old person will want a clock in a car. You need a clock there. You know?
Yeah.
But then when I look at the wood, I was like, actually, this wood is not that bad. Either I'm getting old, either that or Santa Fe did it well.
They nailed the design.
Yeah, to be honest,
for old people.
But I don't know whether we're talking about the design. The steering wheel.
Yeah.
I think they went full on
Defender. Right? It's exactly the same.
So I was thinking like, we walk past the other on the pilot side. It also doesn't look the same. Steering wheel. So I was thinking like, what's going on here?
No, but I mean, apart from the fact that they copied directly from the Defender, I like the feel of the steering wheel. It's very chunky.
Yes.
I love chunky wheels.
Yeah.
And I think the feel is very, very good.
Okay. So I think I'm going to move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Talking about the steering wheel.
Yeah.
We test drove it.
Yes.
First impression I had from test drive.
Yeah.
Light steering.
Super light.
The car felt very light. And it was totally the opposite of what I was expecting.
Yes.
Honestly speaking, I was expecting a little heavier car. Okay. For context wise, and for you as well, is I maybe went in with the wrong impression. Because I drove another 7-seater SUV before.
Okay.
And that was a Chevrolet Captiva.
Oh yeah.
That was a diesel. Trust me, the steering felt as though there was no power steering. Because it's that heavy a car.
Yeah.
Right?
This car should be heavier. I think it
should be heavier. Yeah. Because this is a hybrid as well. Battery packs and everything.
Yes.
So this should be heavier.
Yes.
But it doesn't feel that way.
Yes.
Honestly, I think they did. I was a bit cautious as well. I think we were talking about it. I said overseas they were testing the 2.5 liter. They're saying that it felt good, you know. But then in Singapore it's only the 1.6.
Yeah,
I was like, it's going to feel another, because my car is 1.6.
Yeah.
So it's going to feel very.
My exact same thoughts.
Yeah, it's going to feel very lack of power.
That's my biggest concern. Like, can it really move the car?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's damn heavy.
And it did well. To be honest, it did well.
Yeah.
It's just that I think that the system needs to be toned down.
Which system?
The drive mode system. Okay, so for Hyundai, for whoever doesn't know, there's a few drive modes.
Okay.
There's the eco mode, there's the normal mode, there's the sports mode, and there's this smart mode.
Okay.
So smart mode is what Hyundai always tries to, or at least the salespeople have told me, like, why don't you try the smart mode?
Okay.
So smart mode tries to balance us out all of them.
Okay.
So that means they notice that you're not really accelerating on long drive, whatever, they'll switch to eco for you.
Okay.
Or the eco settings.
Okay.
And then so on and so forth. We realize that you tend to accelerate out of corner or whatever it is. It will give you the sports mode when you're out of the corner.
Yeah.
So I do not know whether you remember just now, out of the corner, out of habit, I accelerated. car sort of jerked a little, lurched forward.
The power is a lot.
Yeah, so it was to my surprise because honestly I was expecting the car not to move.
Yeah.
It was so I think the drive wise is very commendable.
Yes.
And I think the other thing is that for such a big car or seemingly big car, the turning circle is very small. Not very small, but small.
Yeah, I mean it's for a huge car, yes.
Yeah, for a huge car.
It's very manageable.
Yeah. So because that's the other thing I was taking note of.
Yeah.
Look, honestly, the drive was it's a full surprise for me.
Yeah. So I recall, I mean it's I could be wrong on the numbers, but just as you were saying, it has 220 something horsepower and 360 something Newton meters.
370 Newton. Yeah.
That's a lot that's coming from a 1.6. I think that's why it makes it feel like it's so powerful and all.
Maybe.
Yeah, but I mean I agree with you. The taking off from start is actually very brisk, very bumpy.
Yeah.
And it's not like it doesn't feel like it's a 2-ton SUV.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like it's a huge car. It feels like a very compact, small car, that kind of feeling. Even actually, I don't know how to do it, but when you're driving, it doesn't feel like you're driving a bus.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, so yet you do have a very good feel and all, but it feels like you are driving something that's like very, very compact and very comfortable. You can manage it on the road. It's not like very overwhelming.
Yeah.
I think that part makes this car a very, very practical car for Singapore usage. Enough power, you can navigate very easily, you have no issues with blind spots and all.
Yeah, okay, so the blind spots I mean, because I think that falls under another thing that I want to bring up later.
Yeah.
But talking about driving, coming back to the driving portion.
Yeah.
The heads-up display.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think the setting wasn't done right.
Oh, why?
It's not very visible.
But to me it's okay.
It's not very bright. Is it bright enough?
For me it's okay.
Oh, for me it was a bit dim.
You can set the height, is it?
Yeah, by right, you're supposed to be able, because they're different drivers, have different heights, right?
Yeah.
So height I think should be one and brightness should be another. I just think that maybe it wasn't set up for my preferences.
Okay.
But I've seen it, and I've always thought heads-up display is a very helpful indicator.
Yes, it is. But it's not very, because I asked the salesperson, right? It doesn't integrate with Apple CarPlay. It doesn't come with inbuilt navigation as well. So it doesn't have a lot of additional information that other car brands heads-up display has. So it's good, but it's not that good. Like for example, the Tiguan that we did, it had a lot more information.
True.
Yeah, correct. Sorry, going back to the drive, right?
Yeah.
I thought the gearbox was very well tuned.
Yeah,
it was very
gearbox
good.
was good.
Yeah, it's very seamless.
It's very seamless.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with that.
It's automatic 6-speed, and I was looking up some online materials, right, on this car. Overseas, they do have two options. So like for us, we have the 1.6 hybrid, right? They also have the 1.6 hybrid, but they also have the 2.5 non-hybrid.
Okay.
Yeah, so 2.5 non-hybrid comes with an 8-speed DCT, and it's super problematic to the extent that got people drive less than 100 km, the transmission kaput.
What?
Yeah, and it's not like one case, it's like many cases. So it's a very big issue for people who are buying Santa Fe overseas. Because Singapore don't have this drivetrain. Yeah, so I don't know whether eventually the 6-speed automatic will have any issue, but I think
based on what the guy
scary.
Based on what the guy said, the 6-speed is from your car brand.
I'm not too sure about that.
That's what he claimed.
Yeah. I think maybe he could mean like, oh, it's the same as your car, also running on automatic gearbox.
Okay.
I wanted to ask him what brand it is, but I just left it.
But then again, I won't be surprised if it actually is though, because saying that BMW's designer did come to Hyundai. You're right. Technically Kia, but Kia's under Hyundai, so
yeah, but they're both the same.
Yeah. So
company. Yeah, but anyway, even if there's any issue with the gearbox, right? I think the
warranty covers it.
Yeah, the saving grace is they do give quite a bit of warranty, and 10 years, right?
10 years.
10 years warranty, 10 years free servicing.
The package is insane.
It's insane for Hyundai history in Singapore.
Yes.
Yeah, correct. So I thought that was quite the. Okay lah, Any other thoughts when you were driving? How about the safety aspects?
Yeah, so safety aspects, I think because I didn't read up much about car. So unlike you, I went in relatively blind.
Okay.
I didn't know about the blind spot.
Oh.
So when I did the signal, it came on.
Yeah.
That's when I got a bit of a surprise.
Okay.
So I was like, hey, this is very helpful.
Okay. Do you know that Honda used to have this also? I don't know about now, but
Honda which model?
I remember I test drove the Civic before.
The Civic?
The Gen 10 Civic.
Okay.
Now it's the Gen 11, right?
Yeah.
The Gen 10 is the front. Yeah. But then the problem is for Honda, right? They only have on one side. If I remember
Oh,
correctly,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's on the left side.
Yeah. It's on the left side.
But for this Santa Fe, it's both sides, lah.
Yeah, it's both sides. And it's on your speedometer.
Yes.
So it's quite handy.
Yes.
The other one,
and the camera resolution is very good.
the camera, yeah, that's good. And talking about camera, the other one that I thought that is very well thought out was the rear view camera.
Yes.
I think that like
You mean on the rear view mirror, right?
rear view mirror,
You switch it and then it goes into
the camera
mode. Yes.
Which is
I agree.
very well thought out, because if let's say you really do have people sitting, as a passenger, you won't be able to see out. Either that or your boot is filled to the brim, you won't be able to see out.
Yes, correct.
So having that as a camera, I don't know, maybe other cars have, but this is the first time I hear it.
Yeah.
So I thought it was also very, very helpful.
Yeah, I agree.
Safety wise.
Yeah, I agree. That part I agree. We didn't get to test the other safety features, like I don't know, like what rear collision or
How you have to test the rear collision?
but I'm sure they are.
The one thing annoying about the safety features, right?
Yeah.
Which I think can be switched off if I'm not wrong,
Yeah.
is the seatbelt for the rear seats.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to really work if you have kids behind, right?
Yeah.
Especially if let's say it's based on weight. Then if let's say I have a baby chair on it, there's some weight on the chair.
Yeah, that's something we didn't really clarify, but I'm sure they
By right you should be able to disable it. I cannot be driving just because I got a baby seat and there's some weight on the seat and then this thing is going off, right?
Yeah, I don't think they have an issue with that. But yeah, there's something that we didn't clarify.
But it's a lot of space.
It's a lot of space.
I'm still very surprised about the space.
Going back to space, yes.
But driving wise,
but that would be my only reason why I'm going for this. Like the space is really damn adequate for me.
the only reason the drive is so bad.
Oh no, I mean what I mean is like
The main.
Okay, the main reason. Yeah, one of the reasons why I want to change car to the Santa Fe would be the space. The space is really very abundant.
Since you mentioned this, what would the reason why you would not change? Because it's Hyundai.
No. Actually, I'm okay with that. I'll be honest. I'm very impressed with the drive.
Okay.
It drives very well.
Okay.
It's not engaging, but then it's very comfortable and it's very easy and seamless to drive.
Okay.
It's not engaging like a BMW, but it just ticks all the boxes. For family wise, I think it's very good. The drive is good, the space is good, the design is good, the quality is good, but there are a few things that I would love to have.
Okay.
The built-in navigation.
Is it really good?
Huh?
I don't have it, so I cannot appreciate it.
So I actually use it instead of CarPlay.
Oh.
Because it's easier, or to me it's more seamless. Like you get into a car, if you have CarPlay connectivity issues, you don't have to care about CarPlay. You can just use the inbuilt navigation.
So since you mentioned this, I'm just curious. Because I connect my phone to the car to play music.
Yeah.
Right? So if let's say you connect your CarPlay to the car, but you want to use the in-car navigation, can you still play music?
I have never tried.
Because
in-car navigation.
Yeah.
Can.
So that means if let's say I'm playing music now, but I want to go and use the in-car navigation.
Yeah, my car can. Yeah, so to me,
I always thought that because if you need to use that platform, then you must use, they have the interface.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
So built-in navigation is something I would love to have. Overseas, they have Bose speakers. I mean, I'm not an audiophile, but I just feel that Singapore don't have. I'll be sad. I was actually expecting, okay, so because they have an electric steering column, right?
Yes.
I was expecting it to also have memory setting for that.
Which didn't.
Which is very useful for me because, right, my wife is short, I'm a lot taller than her. So our driving positions are very different.
Okay.
But because my current car, right, but because I am lazy to every time adjust my steering wheel, I adjust it to her height. So to me, it's not the best driving position. But okay lah, I mean, I'm not so particular about that. But when I want to buy a car with an electric steering column, right, I would expect it to be able to be memory set.
Okay.
It doesn't have.
Okay.
So then another thing is the app. So I think Hyundai has the Blue Link app.
Yeah.
So BMW has their own app.
Yeah.
I think the app is super useful.
Okay.
Things like you can check whether your door is locked after you reach home.
Okay.
I mean, in Singapore, you live in apartments, you don't live in landed property, right?
Yeah.
And this becomes very useful for you. You can check on your petrol, you can check on your trips, how many km you've done. You can even do analytics on your driving behavior for the past 1 month, this kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know about Blue Link, but I thought features like that is actually very useful,
right.
But it doesn't have.
Yeah.
So that was quite a big, that was quite a bummer for me. I mean, okay, or rather I should put it this way: by right, these features are there, but Singapore version don't have. Yeah. So these are things that I felt that would be key considerations for me to decide whether yes or no.
So if they say they were all there, they will make a very good option, I would say.
Yeah, because it takes a lot of boxes. And it's not just me. When I was basically at the road show, that's why I saw the actual thing, right? My whole family was there. My wife, for the first time in like forever, like on the spot said, "Wow, this is a good car to consider." She never said that thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And then my elder daughter, she loves the third row.
I think it's kind of something new, is it?
Something new also, like I think she's at the age where she likes to have her own space already.
Oh, that's early.
like because I have like a house for her at home.
Okay.
Those toy house.
Okay.
She loves to put her favorite toys inside, and then it's like her own zone that she would invite us to go in. You know, that kind of thing.
Right.
So that third row is that kind of feeling. And during the road show, she was like, she just stayed in the third row, and then she was very happy there.
Right.
So I can totally imagine if let's say I get this car, right, she would just hide out in just camp there. Okay. I mean, actually on that, I was actually checking with the salesperson because there's some space, cargo space left behind. If the third row is up, can I actually put my cabin size stroller in further up? We didn't try, but it seems like it can be done.
Right.
So to me, it makes a lot of sense. It's like space-wise, I think it's yeah. So yeah, I think chances are, if my family likes it and it drives well, of course, if the price is right, I think there's a high chance I might just change.
Yeah. If you do change, can you not change to the white car? Can you choose a different color for once? Holy shit!
Yeah, let's see how. but I think overall it seems like it's quite there's no complaints, right? Do you have any complaints?
Gear stick. I'm not used to it. Okay, I'm not used to it. But I'll be honest. What they did with the gear changing, that means which is the hand gear thing.
Yeah.
Right. I think it's much better than what all the car makers are going towards nowadays.
Oh, the
knob and the rotating, spinning. Oh, what?
Yeah, but that's so Mercedes, right?
Yeah, and then but it's at least a stick lah. I don't know why, but at least it's something. Even though the turning is not exactly intuitive for me, but
so that's the only complaint.
Let me think. I had one more. I didn't get to test. Okay, to be honest, I was sitting behind when you're test driving a car. Maybe but it was very weird because the car has been running already, right? The aircon wasn't very cool behind.
Oh, okay.
When I first got in, but I think it was because the aircon vent was shut.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I had to open it.
Okay.
After you open it, you feel the breeze.
Yeah.
But it's a breeze.
Okay.
It's not exactly like strong wind, like how we will have in the front seat.
Okay.
But I won't expect the back to be completely, blasting of air lah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's one other. So I don't know whether it'll be warm, especially if, let's say, I open the rear sunshade.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, okay. So talking about this, right? I think they did a very interesting thing. You know how nowadays cars, they do a very big sunroof or moonroof, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Right? It's like one piece of the whole ceiling, whatever it is. They didn't. They did a front and back.
Yeah.
Which I, to be honest, think is a more practical option.
Yeah.
Because when I'm driving anywhere, it's bloody sunny in Singapore. It's very difficult to see. It's very hot.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But then sometimes you want, our kids want it or whatever in the back seat, they want to, have fun or whatever it is.
Yep.
Yeah, then the back can open.
Yeah.
I don't have to, open the whole thing from the front to the back.
Yeah.
And whatnot. So I thought it was not bad.
Yeah.
I thought that was quite, but I didn't know. I didn't test how much heat was actually getting through lah.
I tried. Not a lot.
Not a lot.
I can't really compare to the Tiguan. The Tiguan was terrible. A lot. But then maybe because like the time we discussed, maybe the Tiguan they didn't put solar film.
Maybe.
But this one I think it was tinted from factory already.
Yeah.
The glass itself is tinted, so it actually helps a lot.
It helps a lot. But I think overall, I would say
not much complaints. I mean, not much significant complaints.
Yeah, it's, to be honest, it's all the nitty gritties. It's just personal preferences, left, right, etc.
Yeah.
But yeah, not much, to be honest. I think it just needs some getting used to. Sometimes I don't like cars that have too light a steering.
Okay.
Which I think the car is borderline a bit too light.
We didn't try sport mode. Maybe sport mode will stiffen up the steering a little bit.
Okay, I'm basing it on my experience with Hyundai cars.
Okay.
So, which is, no, they don't.
Okay.
But then again, this car's steering is already heavier than.
Oh, really?
Yeah, than that. So, other than that, no significant. I'm being nitty gritty, then don't want this, don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, I think generally, like you mentioned, it checks all the boxes.
Yes, correct.
Safety wise, spaciousness, drive it seems fine. It's not too sluggish.
Yeah.
It's not sluggish actually.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. So, I can totally see myself driving this up to Malaysia.
Well, I can't be.
Very comfortably.
To be honest, I can't.
Why?
I'll give you one reason.
Okay.
Maybe it's just a number. To be honest, most likely it's just a number. But because on paper, the Santa Fe's top speed is 180. Obviously, I'm not going to drive at 180 on Malaysia North-South Highway or whatever it is.
Yep.
But I guess I would like the knowledge that I can go faster than that.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just that sometimes, but then again, I don't know whether I'll actually do it with an SUV.
Yeah.
So once again, like I said, nitty gritty. So like, it's just that, it's got good enough power, but to driving on North-South Highway might be different because of power.
But the power and
we don't know at the rear end.
Yeah.
So maybe they arrange it for the front. So when we accelerate, we can feel it. But then when towards maybe like 100 kilometers per hour, it doesn't really kick in.
Yeah, we don't know, but it seems like it can achieve big things.
Seems like it so far.
Yeah. And I think based on some of the forums that I read up on the 1.6 hybrid, it seems like it's quite capable.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So of course, like we didn't really test it, so we wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So you can't. But I can totally imagine. I can totally see my family in the car having fun together. My girl in the third row, and then my wife and my second girl in the middle row having fun chatting, putting a few iPads, watching some show, enjoying some drinks and food, and then maybe occasionally open up the moonroof, look at the sun, look at the clouds, very clear, very chill. All this while traveling in a very comfortable car.
I agree with you. If I had 2 kids. Right?
Okay.
Because I think the difference here is that because it's a very, very spacious car.
Yeah.
To the point where it might be too spacious for 1 kid. Like we really may not need such a big space and whatnot. It's always good to have. I mean, like if I can live in a bungalow, I would lah.
Yeah.
But do we actually really need a bungalow? Because maybe half the rooms are not used, and so on and so forth and stuff like that.
I will change them into utility rooms.
Sure. But yeah, so that's what I was going for lah. Which is, I can see it's a good car to have. You know, when you mention like, you want to use your iPad, you got charging ports everywhere.
Yes.
Right? In the back seat, you see, daughter likes to camp. The back seat has a 3-pin plug, I think, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
You know, everything's there. You really have nothing to worry.
Yeah.
Comfortable drive.
Yeah. So what you're saying is small families with 1 kid and below.
If you really need the space, you really want to feel luxurious, by all means.
But technically they don't need it.
I don't think it's a necessity.
Yeah. So for 2 kids and above, they can start considering.
It's a very good choice. To be honest, it's a very good choice.
Yeah. Yeah. You see, you never let the bus come in.
He did signal.
Don't road rage. Come chill down, chill.
But yeah,
I did signal. But talking about today, I almost went to a trailer because he did the exact same thing. Never signal and then into my lane. But anyway, yeah, sorry.
But that's the thing, right? So to be honest, I think once you have 2 kids, very, very good option.
Yeah.
It's one of the better fields that I think you can consider out there.
Yeah.
I don't know who will compare in terms of price and value for money.
Yeah.
So I got really.
Yeah, actually, the market is very niche for this. This
very niche.
Yeah.
The other one is nearest is what, GLB, 7-seater, right? GLB.
Yeah, but the GLB doesn't have so much utility.
I don't think it's as spacious.
It's not as spacious. Yeah, you're right. It's not as spacious. This is super spacious, really.
Yeah.
And the GLB doesn't feel as premium, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just the center console alone.
I think they're lucky. To be honest, luckily they redid the center console. Because to be honest, if it's this, right, I'll be a bit disappointed.
Yes. Yeah, I love the center console. Sorry, but yeah. Okay. So, I think overall, we generally like parts of it. There are some parts that we don't really like, but overall it's a very good choice, right? So depending on family and stuff. In our previous test drive, I think we did some scoring.
Yes.
But I'm thinking to skip that.
Okay.
Maybe make things a little bit easier. Just have one scoring.
Okay.
Like
overall.
Yeah, like overall from a family, because we're talking about family, right?
Yeah.
From a family perspective.
Okay.
From a 0 to 10, 10 means the best speed for a family.
Right.
And then 0 means it's like a very bad car for a family. How would you rate this?
For family of all sizes lah. Overall a generic statement of family.
Yeah, just if let's say you have a family of 6, like 4 kids and 2 adults, you probably won't be looking at a 5-seater no matter what. If you have 1 kid and 2 adults, then you have a lot of options lah.
Yeah.
Right. So they're
so generic lah.
So generic.
So generic.
Yeah.
To be honest, if let's say we're going to start this as a series, that means we're going to do these ratings for whatever cars in test drive next going forward.
Actually, yeah. Since you're talking about that, right? Maybe what we can do is also in this episode today, we also set a number for your current car, and also set a number for my current car, so that becomes a benchmark. Okay. Yeah. Then the family cars can then. Yeah, we can also do one for the Tiguan since.
Yeah, let's do all, right?
Yeah.
So I will start with my own car first.
Yep.
Sorry, does this include pricing? Or let's just do the cars itself?
Yeah, just do a car itself.
Right. If you're doing pure car itself, my car.
Yeah.
I think it's 6.
Okay.
Right. And I'll sort of justify or explain why 6.
Okay.
Right? It's a good car. It literally gets you from point A to point B. You have a very reasonable boot space to carry quite a number of things.
Okay.
Right? The issue comes as the rear doors are a bit narrow.
Okay.
So getting in and out might be a bit of a challenge, because I had a challenge of putting the car seat in.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And then because of the design itself, the roof or the ceiling of the car is not very high. So you don't really have a lot of vertical space.
Okay.
So as a family, sometimes we need to carry the kids in and out of the seat or whatever it is, you want to attend to a kid.
Yeah.
You need that kind of vertical space.
Okay.
Or just space in general.
Okay.
So it's not the best, but honestly, cars in this category, I think is maybe slightly above average.
Okay.
So henceforth 6.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't. You want to rate yours one?
Mine, I was also thinking of a 6.
What?
Yeah, I mean from a family perspective, right? They're actually very good. For that matter, actually, I will put my 3 Series below 5.
Are serious?
And my Jazz could be higher than the 3 Series. But
Yeah, I don't think so, but.
I mean, okay, let me just stick to the X3, right?
Yeah.
Really because it's a very practical car. It has a lot of space in the rear.
Right.
And then when you open up the tailgate, you actually have a lot of... the opening is very big.
Yeah,
It's very easy
yeah,
to stuff.
yeah.
Your strollers and all.
Yeah.
Rear seat is also quite spacious and it's tall.
Right.
So it's easy for me to put babies in and stuff.
Yeah.
But it is just a normal car. It doesn't have the utility for family. Like for example, additional hooks. It doesn't have.
Hooks. It's bloody hooks.
Okay. The UV sterilization glove box alone will give the Santa Fe a high score. You know that kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think it's just a normal car with the additional practicality.
Alright.
To be honest, in that regard, any sedan will be lower than the SUV.
Yeah, true. I agree.
Correct. So I mean, my perspective, I'll give my X3 a 6.
Right.
From a family perspective.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before we go into today's car, why don't we do the Tiguan first?
Yeah. Okay.
I would say the Tiguan is a 7.
Okay.
I think it's better than my car.
Yeah.
With more features, obviously.
Hmm.
But it's average, to be honest.
Okay.
I mean, that's the whole point of Volkswagen, right? It's a family vehicle, right?
Yeah.
So average. I think it's average. Honestly, maybe because I haven't driven it, or I forgot how it drove already. But
Yeah.
it honestly didn't stand out.
Okay.
And I remember we had issues with it, which is automated braking and so on and so forth, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was really, but
Yeah.
it wasn't the smoothest drive.
Okay.
Yeah, and acceleration I think could have been better
Okay.
for the Volkswagen.
Yeah. From a family perspective.
From a family
You
perspective.
don't need to accelerate so hard.
Okay. Sometimes when your kid wants to go to the toilet, or your
Okay,
kid
okay,
poops
okay.
a diaper,
Okay.
you better go where somewhere.
You still have
fast.
diaper to save you. Wait till you do a diaper.
Walao eh.
Anyway, okay.
So yeah, yours?
I will give the same score as X3.
6?
Yeah. I mean, there's no additional utility. There's no additional things, additional features that makes it, from a family perspective, more attractive.
How is it?
I mean,
Massage chair.
there's a massage chair. Okay, maybe I can give it slightly above 6, but no,
6.1.
yeah, but it doesn't really play a huge part. So, I mean, for anything, the X3 is actually larger, more space. So, I could have given the X3 a higher score, but I think from a family perspective, usage-wise, both are about the same. So to me, it's really just that category of cars that gives you the utility, very easy to put kids.
Right.
But it's just a car.
Right.
Now the interesting one, the Santa Fe.
I went twice. I went first twice. So you should go now.
No problem. I'm going to give you an 8.
Okay.
I was going to give you a 10.
What? It cannot be 10.
Just because it has the sterilization button. No, but to be honest, it has many things that other cars do not have.
Yeah.
From a family perspective, it has a lot of cup holders. I'm not sure if you
Oh
know.
yeah, I don't understand why so many cup holders.
Which is damn useful. I don't know about, okay, so your kids
It's
maybe
true.
haven't reached that age. My kid now, she drinks a lot of stuff in the car and then always struggling to find cup holders. So now at least she sits in a booster seat that has cup holders. So that part, okay, like safe.
So you bought cup holders
the booster seat comes with it, so yeah, technically yes. No, but once that is filled, then you look for cup holders again. And then you want to reach below for a cup holder. The cup holder on the Santa Fe is actually on top. It's very useful. Yeah. The practicality of it from a family perspective is really, really very good. But I didn't give it a 10 or 9 because I think that will be MPV level.
Oh, I disagree. But okay.
Okay, so I think MPVs has a lot more practicality when it comes to family.
Okay.
On top of that, I hate third rows where you have to fall down the second row to climb in. I think it's super mafan.
No, you think this one? Oh, so this one is too as well lah.
Yeah, that's why it has minus marks.
Oh, because it's not a what's it called?
It's not captain's chair. Yeah, which is why I asked the salesperson whether the 6-seater is coming to Singapore, which answer is not. My personal preference would be 6-seater. We saw the Palisade, right? That was 6-seater.
Yeah.
So it's easy. Actually, correction. That is 7-seater, but it's a 2-2-3 configuration.
2-2-3, yeah.
So it's easy to walk the third row via the center walkway.
Yeah, true.
A long time ago, I super wanted to buy the CX-8, the Mazda CX-8, because of this.
So CX-8 is 6-seater also?
It's a 6-seater. It's a 6-seater. It's a 2-2-2. But the Mazda 8 has other issues that I don't want to talk today. But anyway, so my score for the Santa Fe is 8.
Right.
Yeah. How about you?
I was about to give it an 8 as well.
Okay.
So I think, because I think it's above average. I think like for me to like significantly above average, what do you want in a car? What you would like to have in a car?
Yeah.
Generally, they have it.
Yeah.
Whether they did it well or whatnot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's subjective, but generally they have everything you need. You want USB chargers, they have.
Yeah.
You want wireless chargers, they have.
Yeah.
UV sterilizer,
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
Aircon that blows at your face in the rear seats.
Yeah.
Instead of at your knees.
Yeah.
They have it.
Correct.
Right.
Oh yeah, actually I love that.
Right.
That B pillar aircon. We forgot to mention that, but yes, I love that.
Right. Then you want 2 sunroofs, moonroofs, whatever you call it. You have it.
Yeah, that's good to have.
Right. Heads-up display, you have it.
Yeah.
So generally they have most of the things.
Yeah.
I would say 9 out of 10 things that you list, they more or less have it.
Yeah.
Why I'm not giving it a higher score? I think there is still room for improvement in terms of execution.
Okay.
Like the rear boot design.
Oh yeah, that part is a
What I mean, you could have nailed the whole damn thing down, but that one was a bit weird.
Yeah, I agree.
And maybe because I'm not used to 6 or 7-seater SUVs, but the rear seats, when you knock them down for more boot space, right?
Yeah.
There's a gap between the seats and the second rear seats and the boot.
Yeah.
So I'm just worried that if let's say next time you want to put stuff,
you might drop it.
It drops.
Yeah.
Then what then? You know. So that's why I'm deducting.
Okay.
The deal. So once again, generally have everything. I think that maybe there's a nitty gritty here and there, not executed the best now.
Yep. Okay.
So
fair enough.
That's an 8 for me.
Okay.
That's,
so that pretty much sums up our
experience.
Our experience with the Santa Fe. Beautiful car. I love it.
So I think to wrap up, I think we both love the car.
Yes.
I think if the price is right, maybe you'll catch us both in the car.
Yes.
But the price is right is subjective. So we will see how it goes.
Yes.
But thanks for listening in.
Yes, thank you. Let us know what you feel about the Santa Fe. If you already bought one, if you're looking at buying one, let us know your score also if you have test driven one.
Yep.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you.